Hey guys. Oh, hey. I'm Kay.
I'm B.
And that's Michaela. That's Michaela. So this is our description for our Black Butler panel this year at ACen. It is titled The Three Rings of Kuroshitsuji. It is Sunday at 9 a.m. in panel room 6 in the Down East Stevens Convention Center, DESCC building. And I believe when you're facing the fountain in the building, I believe it's on the left, in the left hallway, across from where like the escalators are. So before we start the panel, I want to meet up at like 8:45, and
Because it's at 9 a.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah. I want to meet up at 8:45 and like check off like attendance and make sure everybody's there. And if you're running late, contact me and let me know, please, so that way I know you're not bailing on us, because that has happened before.
Has it?
Well, last year Caitlin showed up like as an audience member, and I had pulled some like random May Rin that was in the in the line, and I was like, hey, can you be our substitute May Rin? And if our other May Rin shows up, we have to use her. And so the other Caitlin showed up, and I was like, Caitlin, you were supposed to be on the panel, and she was like, oh. And I was like, homie, please. So, I want to make sure everybody's there. You got to let me know if you're going to be late or something because you slept in or whatever may be the reason. And then, as people are filing in or walking in, well, hopefully people will actually show up because it's 9 a.m. on a freaking Sunday.
I know last time
It's way too early. Yeah, it was on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. and there was like maybe 10 people in the audience.
And half of that was like Lizzie's family.
Yeah. Really, it almost was.
My little brother made me do like jumping jacks or something.
I think he did, yeah.
Very
So I'll be handing out raffle tickets as audience members walk in for the trivia, which I will explain in a little bit. After that, we will all sit down. I'll close the doors, which people can still come in, but like I just want to close the doors so that way there's like no noise coming in from like the hallway. And then we'll sit down, we'll do introductions, so each character will individually introduce themselves. And then after that, we'll start with a Q&A and dares within reason, which I will explain a couple rules beforehand and tell people, you know, like, these are our limits. Please do not even bother at going beyond this. And then after the Q&A, we're going to do the trivia, which I will draw 5 raffle tickets, so 5 audience members, and they will each answer 2 questions. They get 3 questions, or they'll each answer 2 questions. They need to get 2 right, but I will give them 3 questions if they don't get 2 right. And then if they don't get it right, if they don't even get 2 right, then if they don't get 2 right, then I'll just pick another audience member to do the questions. And then whatever, if the audience member gets 2 questions correct, then they will get a prize. I have 5 prizes. And I guess as the questions get, like, it'll start off really easy, like, what is the main character's name from the panel or from the show, and like, what's his last name, you know, something like that. And then
a little bit.
that is that is like, it's a smaller prize for answering like a couple questions like that. And then as the prizes get better, I suppose that's
questions
a good
get
word.
Harder.
Yeah, questions get harder. So maybe like, who is Sebastian in love with, or like,
how old is Sebastian?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
I do.
Why?
Yes. Don't say it out loud though. And then after that, after trivia, we're going to do the top hat game, which we did last year. So if you were on last year's panel, you know how that works. If not, let me explain. So the top hat game works like this. I will have names of the characters from the panel written down, and I will have them in a hat, like cut up on little slips. And audience members will come up and write down on a notebook, which I'm going to have a couple laying on the table, so that way the process goes a lot faster this year. I'll have a couple notebooks laying down, and the people can write down their ideas for the skits. Now, the skits have to be general. They can't be like Ciel and Aloise perform a dance or like sing a duet or something. It can't be that specific. It has to be person A and person B dance together, or person A and person B sing a duet together. or like reenact the Titanic scene or something like that. It has to be general.
I've never seen Titanic.
Yeah, or do some. I would prefer if something that everybody has seen or something funny, because I haven't seen Titanic, and last year I got.
Like Undertaker telling Ciel about the birds and the bees.
Yes, that happened last year. I'm hoping nobody has it happen again.
I hope it happens again.
Well, I'm not going to draw my name, homie. I'm going to make sure I don't draw my name.
You can draw my name.
I will be over your shoulder
Actually,
the
I have
entire
something
time,
here
making sure you don't cheat.
I only cheated last year because I forgot to write down Sebastian.
Thanks.
And then after the top hat game, Michaela, go ahead.
So we're going to be playing a game that I came up with.
Another game.
In a car. Well, I was really bored. I don't know.
We're not playing the game in a car. She came up with a game while she was in a car.
Yeah, she was driving and I...
Was I?
Yeah, you were driving. I just got really bored of you.
Okay.
But so it's called Anything Your Butler Can Do, My Butler Can Do Better. Like the song from Annie, Get Your Gun. Anything you can do, I can do better. But the audience member comes up and they have a dare like, my butler can dance better than your butler.
A rap, maybe? Can rap better?
But so they pick a butler from the panelists, and then we draw
Butler, so it can be any character.
Yeah, it can be anybody. But then we pick a name out of the top hat, and then that person has to pick from our panel. Also, they have to pick their butler, and then the two butlers go head to head, and then
whoever gets more applause from the audience wins.
And then whoever the loser is has to do what the audience member requests in moderation. Like, you have to sit with them for a turn.
Well, wait, what if the panelist person wins?
Then the audience member gets nothing.
Okay, I figured you'd say that. So yeah, that's Michaela's game. And then towards the end, if we have time, if we're, we're running low on things to do, we can do out-of-character questions again, which I've done the past couple years. This will be my third time hosting the Black Butler panel at ACen. This will be my fourth time going to ACen. So,
coincidentally, it's also my third time hosting it.
She's my co-host.
All the time.
Yes, mostly. So then after the panel, I want to get group photos. So if you have prerequisites and you need to be somewhere after the panel, please let me know so that way we can get the group photo maybe beforehand, and then and then we'll also do pictures with audience members if they want pictures with us, which last year there was a couple people that wanted pictures with certain characters from the panel. So then after that, after we do photos, once the panel's done, go ahead.
All right, so then we'll be doing this thing called the Mannequin Challenge, where we'll meet back at the fountain where we met before the panel. And, stop it. So basically, if you've seen the memes, we'll be doing pretty much like the memes have been doing. So we'll stand in a pose that typically our character would be in. And what? So we'll typically be standing in a pose that our character would be in. So if it was Ciel, he'd be in a pose as a little bitch.
I am so offended!
If you're Sebastian, you'll be as the bitch. And then if you're the Undertaker like me, you'll just be this creepy weirdo. So
the creepy uncle that nobody likes and they're not sure if he's a pedophile or not.
Pretty much sums me up. So then what will happen is that we'll have an audience member or a bystander film us, but the main key thing about this is to stay as still as possible.
Don't fucking blink either.
Yeah, don't blink.
Don't look at the camera either. Look somewhere else.
Yeah, find a viewpoint so then your eyes aren't moving everywhere. Try to keep your breathing under control. I know this sounds really strict, but it'll look awesome in the end.
Yeah. If we have to film it a couple times, we gonna do it.
Because we want this to look really good because
it's going on YouTube.
We're semi-professionals.
And I might actually have someone film the panel in its entirety. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to find, a better video camera than I have that's going to film the entire panel, or maybe like my tablet or something,
Bruh.
because that'll be able to hold more space on it, more
Bruh.
video space.
Bruh.
What?
You look like that guy from Haikyuu with the really bad dye job.
Kenma?
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, so
sure.
our panel is Sunday, 9 a.m. in the Donald E. Stevens
Most
Convention
people have
Center
that dye
building.
job.
When you're facing the fountain, it is on the left in panel room 6. So yeah, that's it. That's the description. I'm really happy if you watched this entire thing. I'm sorry you had to deal with our antics.
This is our third time filming it.
Yes, this is our third time filming this. So, thanks.
Bye.
Hold up.